It's Saturday night, and you know what that means. We've got the top 10 recipes of the week. Who made it to the top 10 and who ranked out as number one? Well, the only way you're going to find that out is if you tune into this week's episode of Inside the Kitchen. Welcome to Inside the Kitchen, the only show that highlights the best recipes from the best cooks in the game. I'm your host, Chef Pat Lee, and without further ado, let's get to cooking with our top 10 power plays of the week. It ain't easy being cheesy, but right out the gate at number 10, Nate in the kitchen comes bursting onto the scene like he's been waiting all season for this moment. These are gratin potatoes. This is a straight up highlight reel performance. Golden, creamy, layered with precision. You can see the fundamentals, the high level technique, the elite decision making in every single slice. He may be a rising culinary rookie, but with a dish like this, he's cooking up the confidence like a seasoned veteran. Now, if this is how we're starting off the countdown, buckle up because Nate just set the tempo for the entire top 10. Dribbling his way into the number 9 spot, we've got a recipe that doesn't just show up, it slams the yams like NBA Jam. And the chef behind this highlight, none other than Eats with Twan, stepping onto the court and immediately setting this countdown on fire with his sweet potato casserole. Now look, this isn't your ordinary run-of-the-mill play. He comes in with a power move right off the tip, using Biscoff cookies as the foundation. That's not just creativity, that's elite culinary IQ. That's a coach in the floor type decision. His casserole isn't just hitting the rim, it's shattering backboards and resetting expectations for what sweet potatoes can do in the hands of a true kitchen playmaker. If Nate set the tempo at number 10, Twan just pushed it into full fast break mode. Now sliding into lane 8, we've got a competitor who's no stranger to this list. The lovely Mare's Good Eats is back on track, and trust me, she's running this race like a seasoned pro. Her take on Little Debbie's Christmas cakes? That's a straight up nostalgia sprint. She's tapping into holiday memories and clearing every hurdle with ease, delivering a bake that hits the heartstrings right before it even hits the taste buds. You can see the footwork in her technique, smooth, controlled, explosive at the right moments. This is elite pacing. This is staying in your lane and dominating it. Coming in at number 7 is a little slice of heaven, and stepping into our culinary ring for the very first time is Mrs. O'Neill, swinging with the heavyweight contender's confidence. Her take on the soulful classic pound cake, she didn't just show up, she showed out. Now for a first time recipe, she absolutely crushes it. I'm talking about early Mike Tyson energy, quick, explosive, and downright dominant. One look at that golden crust and velvety crumb, you know she was going the distance. Now if this is her debut making this cake, the rest of the competition better tighten those gloves because she came ready to box. Now if this is how her private clients are eating, then let me tell you, this next chef's blessings are going to be well fed for years, because stepping into the culinary ring with the championship swagger is none other than Chef Nikki, and she's laying the smack down with her General Tso's chicken recipe. Now the moment this dish hits the ring, you can hear the crowd go crazy. It's like she comes off the top rope with confidence and lands that elbow drop clean. This recipe walks in like it owns the arena. Bold, flavorful, unapologetic. You can see the technique, the timing precision, that ring awareness. Now that's veteran instinct. She cooks for athletes and professionals alike, but let's keep it real. In her kitchen, she's the star player for sure. Y'all ready for the top 5? Well, let's get down to business, baby. Now this is a surefire knockout, but forget the ballpark because we're stepping straight into the octagon for number 5. If you're looking for an elevated way to enjoy your French toast, you've got to check out this Hong Kong style French toast by Only Scrams. Peanut butter gooiness packed in the center, fried to absolute perfection like a clean counter hook, and then comes the finishing move, that touch of condensed milk. Yeah, we heard what he said. Pause on all that. But all jokes aside, this recipe has everything you want in a certified contender. Flavor, texture, technique. We're talking full-blown domination. Head to the store ASAP and make this for your next brunch, breakfast, or if you're a certified fat ass like yours truly, make it just because. At number 4, we've got a recipe that was recommended to me by none other than a former Recipe of the Week champion, Chef Anthony. And when a coach of that caliber puts something on your radar, you know it's going to be a problem for the competition. Ashlyn Edith steps onto the center court with her cheddar biscuit pot pie. Buttery biscuits, rich filling, flawless execution. She's delivering each component with the precision of a perfectly placed cross-court shot. This recipe doesn't just land, it stuns. Recommended by one of the best in the game and now holding down a top 4 spot? That's not just luck. That's potential, big potential. We're officially down to the wire with the top 3, and stepping onto the court is a chef who needs no introduction. A first ballot Inside the Kitchen Hall of Famer, One Stop Chop is back, and he's dicing up the competition with his white chicken chili. Now this bowl right here is playing like a highlight play from the Raptors. Creamy, comforting, and hitting you with that slow building heat like a deep 3 at the buzzer. It's veteran presence, it's elite decision making, it's what happens when a Hall of Famer steps onto the floor and flexes that culinary muscle. One Stop Chop isn't just competing, he's commanding the court, he's dominating, and that's why he's once again locked into the Inside the Kitchen top 3. At number 2, we've got a cheesecake so gorgeous it deserves its own display at the moment. A full-blown culinary masterpiece gliding into the rankings with style and precision. And who else would be behind a work of art like this? None other than Broma Bakery, stepping onto the ice with her cinnamon roll cheesecake and immediately controlling the rink. From that first swirl to the final glaze, this dessert delivers on all ends. The layers, smooth, the flavor explosive, the presentation, straight gallery worthy. This isn't just a dessert, it's a momentum shifter, a highlight that leaves the whole arena buzzing. A well-deserved spot for number 2 from a creator who treats baking like fine art. And closing out this episode and absolutely dominating the scoreboard is your number 1 recipe of the week. A mouth-watering masterpiece from Kay's Nice and Spice, and trust me, this one plays like a championship drive. Her take on curry chicken and rice? That's authentic as it gets. Rich, comforting, perfectly seasoned, and bursting through the line with power on every single bite. You can taste the precision, the passion, the playbook mastery. This is a chef who came prepared, executed the game plan, and marched straight down to the field without even breaking a sweat. From that first sizzle to the final plate, this dish is hitting like a running back in the open field, breaking tackles, building momentum, and refusing to be stopped. She didn't just secure the top spot, she clinched it. This is MVP level cooking, a recipe that leaves no doubt, and the perfect way to close out another electrifying week of Inside the Kitchen. That about wraps up another exciting episode of Inside the Kitchen. If you think you have a recipe that deserves to be in the top 10 or know someone who deserves to be in the top 10, comment below or use the hashtag ITKTop10. As always, keep your pans hot and that flavor game strong. And until the next time we feast, peace. Catch Inside the Kitchen's Top 10 every Saturday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on your favorite social media platforms. Help us to gain traction in the algorithm by liking, commenting, sharing, saving, and engaging. Thank you so much for helping Inside the Kitchen's platform grow. From the best recipes in the game to news, highlights, and insights, the Inside the Kitchen universe is looking to shift the landscape of food content on social media. Much love and stay hungry, my friends.